Hi, welcome to my video. I'm being very annoyed here. Yeah. Welcome to Linux. I'm very annoyed. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to be testing out Ubuntu here on in a virtual machine. This is Fedora 40. I upgraded my system to 40 and I installed the KDE desktop. And I'm gonna give KDE another chance. I actually quite like KDE, to be honest, but give it another chance. I'm supposed to update their system in 6.1. This is not 6.1. I think it's 6.0.3 at the moment. Though, anyways, I did make a virtual machine. My system was all working like crap with Ubuntu. So someone made a Reddit post, and I comment like about the system. I said I should try out Ubuntu, but the only thing I don't like about Ubuntu is I don't like Snap. Now everybody got pissed off at me and downvoted my comments because I said that, and people are like, well, why don't you like Snap, or just don't use it, or use app, or use Flatpak? It's not that the thing is, I don't hate Snap, okay? I just personally don't want to use it. So I wish I could have an Ubuntu system where I don't have Snap being forced upon me. You know what I mean? If it's gonna be just want to see something here. All right, that looks a little bit better, because I'm just looking at my game here on Final Fantasy 14. All right, so anyways, doesn't mean anything. I don't want to add. Sorry. So yeah, like all I was saying is that I don't want to be forced to use Snap. I wish there'd be a feature where you can a feature where you don't have to use Snap, and like should be like install this with Snap, and it'll have like a check mark, and if you uncheck it, it means that it won't install it with Snap. You know what I mean? Like have user freedom. You know what I mean? Like, because Snap is being forced on you. So when you install Firefox on Ubuntu, it doesn't install it from the, like, let's say you install it like with app install Firefox. It's not going to get the Debian package. It's going to get the Snap package. And that's what I mean by I hate it being forced on you, because I don't want to use Snap. And like everything's like, people are like, oh, you don't have to use it. You can take it out. You cannot take Snap out because it's part of the system. The whole system now is all integrated with Snap, and I just don't like that. But I wasn't saying I hate Ubuntu, and I'm gonna do a review on Ubuntu. Besides me not liking Snap, and it's a personal preference, and I don't like it. I believe in freedom and Linux. Okay, like I can see like systems like Microsoft Windows and Mac OS forcing a feature on you. But in an open source, free software, which stands for freedom, I don't believe that things should be forced upon you. And Ubuntu is forcing people to use Snap, even though they don't want to use Snap. They're like, well, you don't like Snap, don't use Ubuntu. Sure, I won't use Ubuntu, I'll use Fedora. But the thing is, I like Ubuntu and I want to use it. What if I want to put it on one of my computers, but I don't want Snap on it? Okay. What if I want to like have Ubuntu as like maybe like a server computer? Okay, maybe I don't want to use Fedora for a server. Maybe I want to use Fedora as my everything else kind of system, and have like a server system, like an LTS system like Ubuntu, like 24.04. What if I want to use that like a home server? and but I don't want to have Snap because I think Ubuntu is a good desktop for servers, but I don't like Snap, and I don't think that. I think it should be an option. I don't think it should be like, yeah, use Snap because we're Ubuntu and that's it. We're gonna let you. There's no way out of it. If you use Ubuntu, you're gonna use Snap. If you don't like Snap, don't use Ubuntu. I don't like that attitude because I want to use Ubuntu. I just don't like Snap. I like the original Ubuntu when it didn't had the Snap stuff. You know what I mean? It was great back then. And I don't deserve to be downvoted on Reddit because I don't like Snap, okay? I wasn't saying anything bad about Ubuntu. People say, oh, you're like, we saw your post with Gentoo. You said you're going to stay on Gentoo, but then you are on Fedora. Yes, I was planning to stay on Gentoo, okay? And I still have Gentoo, and I still use Gentoo, okay? I mean, I use it, but I have it, right now I have it preserved on a stage 4. I will make use out of it. I do use Gentoo, okay? Just not at the moment. And I don't have a computer for it at the moment to run Gentoo. I'm thinking probably make a Docker or a virtual machine with my stage 4 and just use Gentoo there. You know, I don't have to use Gentoo on my host. I can run it in a virtual machine, and I'm still using the system. Just like people's like, well, you're using Fedora. You don't mean use Ubuntu. I use Ubuntu. I use it in a virtual machine. I don't have to use it on a host, okay? Because I don't like Snap, but I will test it out. Like that's what I'm doing right now, right here, and I do this every year. I test every single release of Ubuntu since 2004. Since it came out in late 2004, I tried out every single release. Okay, even if I didn't put it on my main computer, I tried it out at least. And same with Fedora. I tried out every single release in 2003 with Fedora. These two systems, I always tried out. Gentoo, I actually tried it out on the first year that it existed. Well, like Gentoo itself, it was called something else different, like Epoch or Epoch Linux or something. I don't know. It had a name like in the late 90s, but it wasn't really. I heard about it before. But when Gentoo really kind of just became a distribution was 2002, and I did try out the ISO, but like I'm gonna say, like it went to the command line, and at the time I was a noob. I mean, I did use Linux maybe 2 or 3 years, but I was still kind of new with the command line. Because, you know, coming from Windows, because most people did come from Windows in the 90s, because most people use Windows. I did. Anyways. So I came from Windows and MS-DOS and all that crap. So yeah. And I got involved with Linux probably in 1999. Okay, that's good. But I didn't really start getting like full time with Linux until like 2000. So let's do that. Let's give it. Whoa! I don't even have 2 terabytes in this system. It shouldn't even let me give. It shouldn't even let me have the option to do that. To be honest. Okay, let's run this. Last time I did run it, it didn't want to. It basically halted my system. But we'll just put this in full screen here. I'm not gonna put it in full screen. I'm gonna put it like maximize screen. But last time I put it in full screen, it wouldn't let me get out of full screen. So I had to go to another TTY to basically get out of it, like to reboot the system, because I want to reboot the system because I installed VirtualBox, but I just rebooted the system because I should have. Now it's working better, but it is not giving me full screen. Prepare an Ubuntu. What is this? An installer or something? And That's the Ubuntu sound. Yeah, there is an installer. So we'll do English. Wow. This is not working good, man. English. Hello. Ubuntu. What is your problem? See, that's what it did last time. It just spaz out like that. Like the system froze. Oh my god, what the hell? See? What the hell is going on here? Oh, maybe because I don't have the video memory is 60 megabytes. That explains a lot. Ah, my god. Why can't I just close it? Is this Wayland? Jesus. I can't even power it off. Okay. For some reason the mouse doesn't work. Okay, let's reload this up again. Stop giving me error messages. Let's go to the settings here. And let's go to display. Want some of this. And yeah, that's good. Okay, let's boot this up again. See, now it's just like is this a Wayland bug or what? This system uses NVIDIA, so, and it's using KDE. So KDE is a little wonky too sometimes, but they're supposed to fix that. So with the not this again. I'm really scared for it to like last time I was in full screen mode. Okay, this seems about good. Should be a little bit faster here because I gave it more GPU stuff because it's very heavy on GPU, this system, and I forgot to configure that. That's kind of my bad, but it should be better. Okay, now it seems it's okay, it's functioning now, sort of. It worked, and it just kind of paused. I don't know. This is quite buggy. So you can't run this in a virtual machine or what? Like, look, it's just not working. What the hell? Hello? Okay, I'm not gonna go in full screen. Just got, well, I mean, like, not full screen, but I'll go, like, I'll maximize it. Do I need to give it more than 2 cores? Like, can this not run on 2 cores anymore? Does Snap take a lot more resource? Wow, I don't know. This seems like the Ubuntu. Was it Ubuntu 16.04? was one of the crappy ones, or was 14.04.2 was pretty bad. I remember 14.04. Wow, man. I mean, this probably would work better on actual hardware, but it should work okay in a virtual machine, right? Like, man, this system's pretty bloated, man. If it's gonna be really this slow, I'm not trying to say anything bad about Ubuntu, but this is not a good experience. It's like the button works, but if I click next, okay, there you go. I don't really need to. Like, should I just install it? Let's install it. If that's all possible, can we install this? I noticed they updated their icons. The icon looks pretty nice. Gives me this very Unity vibe now in this release. Yeah, the system just basically halted. Alright, I think. I don't know what's going on here. Wow. Like, I'm really getting mad. Like, what the hell, Gentoo? Ubuntu, Gentoo, all has 2 at the end. Getting all pissed off and like I don't know. How do I make this faster? Like, do I give it more cores? Like, I give it 4 cores, man. Like, jeez, use up all my resource here. I only have 8 cores. Even Windows 11 runs better in virtual machine than this operating system. I don't want to hate on Ubuntu, okay? People think I hate Ubuntu. I don't hate it. If I hated it, I would not even talk about it. I would not even use it. I wouldn't even say any comments about it, okay? I just wouldn't give a crap. But the reason why I do complain is because I like it, because I want it to be good. I actually don't hate Ubuntu. And people think I do, and they just downvote my comments. Okay, like, I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm gonna be honest. It's not always gonna be what you want to hear. Okay, just because I don't agree, or I see a comment where people I don't agree on, I'm not gonna downvote it. I'm not an asshole. Like, you know, this works a lot better. Wow. Install, try. Let's install this. Interactive installation. This is the new installer. So it's pretty cool. It has a very like user. It's very good now. Like, it's actually their installer, like default selection, extended selection, and offline friendly selection of offline selection of Office tools, utility, web browser. So install third party, yeah. Whoa. So erase disk, advanced features. So it gives you so you can actually do ZFS with encryption. It has ZFS experimental. Let's go with that. I could do with Btrfs, but I'm gonna do it with ZFS. Okay, yeah, that's all good in the hood. It keeps glitching out. We'll just show the console here. I will put this dark because I don't like it white. Looks ugly. The installer is pretty cool. I like the new installer. I really like the Ubuntu interface. The icons too will look pretty nice. But I'm just gonna install this on. I'm gonna install it so that it should run better, hopefully. And I'll install guest editions. It should work a lot better as well. So yeah, this video will probably be a little bit long here. So I'm just gonna pause this. So I'm not really entirely sure if this halted. It seems to be working, but it's just the animation just stopped. I don't know if it doesn't seem to be functioning here. I don't know. Like there's no activity on the disk. I think the system just halted. It's not good because wow. So I'm just not gonna even install it. It's probably because I'm doing a screencast as well. This computer is I don't know. I run Linux before on like many distributions on this system. I mean, like Ubuntu, like I don't know. It's probably become very bloated now because it is taking a lot of resource. Like it shouldn't be this slow. Wow. And it's not even anyways, let's just review the system. So I do notice they got some new icons. The icons look really nice. I'll give them that. They got a new app store. That's something new. Well, they had it in their previous, their stable version right now is what, 23.10. They have this, but I guess they improved it. This is your Snap store. Your snaps. So I guess it did made the system because it shows my ZFS. So instead of having this little grid icon, you know how like GNOME has that little grid icon. They put their logo, which looks nicer, I find. It's I'm guessing it's GNOME 46, if I'm not mistaken. Oh wow. Seriously. Anyways, I don't know what's the deal with this, but it's working really bad. I'm not sure if it's Wayland or it's Ubuntu, or if I try another distribution, is it gonna work like that again? Like that, like how it is? I don't know. But man, it is working bad. Well, anyways, Ubuntu. It's the same thing what you see last year. Just improve icons, an improved installer. It's more user friendly. It holds your hand. It tells you how to do stuff. It has more ZFS features, even with encryption. So what else? The App Store has been updated. The Snap Store has been updated. They're going all with the Snap. The desktop looks nice. The icons look pretty like more polished up, and I think the system like Ubuntu. There's one thing I can say good about them is that their desktop, their GNOME desktop, looks really good. Like their GNOME system is better than vanilla GNOME. So I think a lot of people like Ubuntu not because they like Snap. People like Ubuntu because they like the desktop. Now I think that Ubuntu is a nice desktop. If we can use the Ubuntu, I can't even talk. If we can use Ubuntu desktop on other distributions, then I'd be really happy to use the Ubuntu desktop because I think their GNOME desktop looks better than the GNOME desktop because it just looks nice. The icons, the whole desktop looks really nice. I'll give them that. And the ZFS, they got ZFS like partition, and I don't see other distributions have that, but Ubuntu has it. It'd be nice that Fedora had that. It'd be cool. I would like to have like a ZFS kind of thing because the only thing I really use as ZFS is usually back in the olden days, 2010 or 8, I use it on Open Solaris or is it Solaris or Solaris? Open Solaris. Solaris. Anyways, yeah. And what else? I use it on FreeBSD as well. So I don't know. It's really doing my head in. I worked all night and I'm kind of tired. Been having like a lot of downvotes because I say I don't like Snap. For Ubuntu, people think I'm trolling. I'm not trolling. I do like Ubuntu. I think it's a great system. The reason why I don't use Ubuntu, and I try to deal with it. I really did because like I test Ubuntu all the time. So I've been testing it out with Snap. I tried to get Snap a chance one time, and what I did is that Snap like Firefox wasn't working good. The Snap version of Firefox was crap. It wouldn't load up. And this was like during like a beta ISO, but still, it's just buggy. And recently, a few months ago, or a month ago, or right before the XZ backdoor, there was news about Snap having what do you call it? Scam programs. Like on their thing, like it's a program, but it's like a scamming kind of program. Anyway, they apparently resolve all that stuff, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I think Snap should be an option. I don't think it should be forced upon the users, and I don't think that like, so what? Use this, use that. Who cares? I don't care if Snap is running the feed. I do care. I care about my privacy as well. And all this backdoor crap going on with Linux, you should care. Don't say, so what? Who cares? No, I do care. I care about a lot of things. And I do care about Ubuntu because forcing things on users, especially like the Linux users, that's not cool, man. And that's why a lot of the Linux users are going to use Arch Linux. They're going to use Fedora. They're going to use OpenSUSE. They're going to use other distributions because of that, forcing users to use Snap, and Snap is just so bloated that I can't even run it in a virtual machine. Honestly, I'm sure if I download another distribution, it will run in the virtual machine really well. Just that Ubuntu, I don't know, it's running like crap, and I had this problem in the past with Ubuntu in a virtual machine. It just, I don't know if the system is bloated or it just doesn't want to work in a virtual machine. But man, I don't know. It's just not a good experience, and I'm not impressed. Well, anyway, I try to make the video as positive as possible. I do like Ubuntu. I like their desktop. I like the ZFS features they got in there. I do like it's based on Debian, but it's not like hardcore Debian, but it's still Debian based. I think that's a good foundation of Ubuntu. I know they got a good package repository, but I just don't like Snap, and I wish that like I don't want to hate Snap, okay? I don't have nothing against Snap. I just prefer not to use it. So when I want to use Ubuntu, I don't want it on my system. Like, I want freedom of choice. I want an open source desktop. I don't want a desktop that's trying to be like Windows or Mac OS that wants to force things on you. I come to Linux because I want freedom, not to be forced on Linux as well. And I've seen this as being more of a norm with Linux nowadays. They're trying to compete on the server market. Like, they're trying to go against, like, Ubuntu is trying to compete with Red Hat and Fedora and stuff like that. Like, whatever, man, compete. But Snap ain't got to do anything good. Ain't doing you any favors. Canonical ain't doing you guys no favors. I love your system. I've been testing now from day one. Since you guys had a public ISO, I've been testing out every single release. Sometimes it's good, but this release is a nice release, but it works like crap in my virtual machine, and also I don't like Snap. Those are my downfall with Ubuntu, but other than that, it's a solid distribution. It'll probably work good on hardware, but on a virtual machine, for me personally, my computer ain't crap. This ain't a crappy computer. It can handle virtual machines, but it's just working like crap on Ubuntu. Anyways, guys, thanks for the watch. I'm sorry this is sort of like a grumpy, sort of pissed off kind of video. I'm not really mad, but I am pretty frustrated with Ubuntu not working good with the virtual machine. But anyways, I'm gonna try another distribution out, a different kind of distribution, and see if it runs this like how it is in Ubuntu, or if it runs better. Because I'm just curious if it's VirtualBox that's acting up. It's not the ISO. Anyways, cheers.